Hello, Tomatronic here, and welcome back to A Jedi's Tale. Now, as we're on episode number 20, which is an incredible milestone for me, did never expect that I would make it this far, but as we're here, Brian has decided it's time to call his first ever general meeting. It's the first time it's ever needed to be done, he feels. And he's been putting it off for a while now because he has a slight issue with seeming overly ruler-like. He doesn't want to make this place a dictatorship. He wants there to be group decisions made. So he's called everybody around the common table here, everybody except Shu, Lady and Sky. And the reason for that being that Shu and Sky are not in the best of places, mood-wise, and I don't want to tip them over the edge by forcing them to hang around here and listen to Boss, but I'm sure that Brian will indicate to one of the others to relay the information. And of course, Lady is in a psychotic wandering state in her room, so she won't be attending the meeting either. But Brian really feels that the way things are at the moment, the situation with the food, and just progress in general over the last few days, he can't let it continue, and he needs to really make sure everybody's on the same page going forward. Now, before we start, I would like to say that if anybody's watching to this point still, then thank you very much. It's been great fun for me so far, and I hope that I can continue on for a long time. If we end up getting destroyed and wiped out in this game, then I will definitely be playing more Let's Play series in a similar style, but there's a few things I'd like to change. I'd like to make it more story-based and less about me waffling on about what I'm doing in the game. And I'll be playing Rimworld again for sure, but maybe I will start to play some other games. Other games that I'm into at the moment are games like Kenshi, which I think is amazing. 2 Point Hospital, which is really good. Oxygen Not Included is a really good game, I think, and could be fun if I do that as a Let's Play series. I don't know. So there's many options. But first of all, I'm going to try and finish this series, get it all edited, and get it out regularly, possibly 3 episodes or 4 episodes a week. I'm not completely decided yet. But I'd just like to say thanks. Please let me know how you think it's gone. If there's anything I can improve, if there's any games you'd like to see me play, or any comments or suggestions or anything, just let me know. I'm open to suggestions. This is a brand new thing for me, and yeah, I'm happy to take criticism. Okay, so let's get back to the gang here. Now, as I said, Brian's made an executive decision, and he's called everybody around the table here, except for a few who are suffering, and he's decided just to leave them out of it for now. He has 3 major points that he'd like to address in the meeting, and he's going to put it open to the rest of the group to decide with him what they should do. And he just wants to have a general discussion about how everybody's feeling. If anybody has any serious problems they'd like to discuss, then he's open to that too. One thing he has decided is that he's going to restrict recreation time down to 4 hours a day, at least for the time being. He just feels that we desperately need to get a food supply, and we need to get some other things finished, like we need to get the turrets built and the rest of the defences so we can feel a bit more secure going forward. He does promise, however, that once all those things are done and we're in better shape, that he will, of course, allow people to take more rest time. And he's not really saying that people aren't allowed to take rest time. He's merely suggesting that that's what he expects. And I think everybody kind of knows what will happen to them if they don't respect what he wants. Brian's not a violent man, but he definitely will make a decision based on the survival of the entire group and not an individual. Although he's also proven to be extremely compassionate, not allowing any refugees requesting help to go so far. So, the 3 points he wants to discuss, first of all, number 1 is food. Do we focus on making it ourselves and concentrate our work power on growing and cooking, Or do we think it's a good idea for somebody to go out and try and trade with another faction? He puts it to a vote, and there's a show of hands around the table. Cook, to his left, thinks that we should continue here, and he promises to work as hard as he possibly can in the kitchen and possibly work through the nights and work 24-hour shifts for a while until we can get a better supply. Velasquez nods and agrees with Cook, as does Doc and Fingers. Olaf thinks we should leave and go and trade elsewhere, as does Maskinen. And Tank is unsure, but eventually agrees with Cook that we should stay around the settlement and try and sort things out ourselves. Fix-It also agrees to that. So, as a group, they decide that instead of leaving right now, especially as we don't have any automated turrets built, it's probably best for the whole group if we focus our efforts here on building up our own food supply. Number 2, defense. We need to get those turrets built. So, building and mining are going to be just as essential, mining especially so we can get more steel, just as essential as cooking and growing. So, people around the table who are in charge of those things know who they are. And there's not really much to discuss, that's just something that Brian really wanted to hammer down. Turrets and food. The third point, not particularly major, it's just about general cleanliness of the base. Now, looking around, obviously you can see the base is extremely dirty, especially the kitchen. There's blood, there's grime, there's dirt, there's rocks, there's rubble. And Brian, although he understands why the conditions are the way they are, we've been extremely preoccupied with other things, we've been raided, we've been kicked while we're down. So he understands, but he also wants to make it clear that if we're going to survive and move forward as a colony, we need to really start to clean up after ourselves. If everybody cleans up after themselves, then there shouldn't be any mess. And everybody needs to have a more community spirit going forward. So, after addressing all his points, he opens it up for other people to maybe talk about their suggestions. So he starts going around the table one by one. Cook's mostly bothered about the state of the base as well, and agrees with Brian's point that we should clean it up. He feels the environment's ugly in general, and would probably prefer there to be more plants and more decorative items around. So Brian agrees that once the food situation's sorted out, he will start to assign people artistic duties so we can start to create some things to make the place feel a bit better. Cook seems very happy with that, and we move on to Velasquez. Velasquez also agrees, but she's even worse in thinking that the environment's hideous. She also requests that she would rather work during the nighttime and sleep during the daytime, and Brian doesn't see a problem with that at the moment, other than she might feel slightly isolated. So what I could do is set up her routine so that she's around. She wakes up during the evening recreation time of the other colonists, so she has some time at least to interact with others before she starts her work, and then she can sleep after that, and she'll kind of be not the opposite but half of the opposite, if that makes any sense. So Brian's happy with that. He's going to consider it at least and see what he can do about it. So moving on to Doc. Doc's main problem right now is that she's extremely hungry all the time, and it's really getting her down. So, all Brian can really do is be sympathetic and say to her that he understands and that he really respects what she's doing as a doctor. She's not always involved in the production of food and mining and construction, but what she's doing as a doctor is an integral part of the settlement. Fingers isn't as bothered as the rest of them in terms of the environment. He would like a nicer bedroom, but Brian says he'll do his best with that, but he can't guarantee much at this stage. Olaf, mainly bothered about being hungry, doesn't really say anything, just kind of nods when Doc mentions that she's hungry. Maskinen, just as bothered about the environment as the others, so she doesn't really say anything more than, yes, I agree with people about the environment. Tank doesn't speak at all at this stage. She shakes her head and is unwilling to speak about the problems that she's facing, mainly because the main problem is that Boss broke up with her and ended their relationship, and she can't stand around a table where Boss is just to her left and start talking about that. So she chooses to pass, and Fix-It has her turn. Fix-It's bothered about the clothes everybody's wearing. She feels like they need to start producing their own gear, maybe, so that everybody can at least feel more human, more presentable. She's also bothered about the environment of the settlement cleanliness and the lack of decoration as well. So Brian listens. He understands that the main points are the fact that the base is disgusting and everything needs to be cleaned up a bit. So Brian himself decides, right now, the best thing he can do to help anybody is to clean. But, of course, he can't clean. So Brian decides that, although he can't clean himself due to his leadership trait, he thinks it's probably best that he assigns somebody to just cleaning again, as Lady was before she started her crafting. So he takes Lady away from crafting and asks Doc to kindly pass on the message to her. And Boss draws an end to the meeting. Everybody nods in agreement, everybody smiles and feels a little bit better now that they've had a chance to gather around the table and really talk about their problems. It's unfortunate that Lady, Shu and Sky couldn't be there, especially as they spent less time with the rest of the group, and it would be nice to have them there. But Brian understands that, the way they are at the moment, especially Sky and Lady, they really need some space to try and deal with what they've had to go through in the last few days and weeks. So with that, Brian tells everybody to go back to their business, and he's going to start to deal with some of the issues that were raised in the meeting. So he's gone back to his desk, and he's going to start to try and fix some of these problems that people are having. So let's start with Cook. It's mainly about the environment. Ah yes, the heat wave's over, finally. I'm just going to level up Boss before I forget. What's probably best for you is I'm going to use Heal Other again. Anybody else want to level up before I forget? Yes, you. Fingers can give you another Force Drain. Nope. Give you another. Let's give you another Force Pool. Oh, you got two. Awesome. Let's do Heal Other. Tank. Doc. Doc, wow, becoming super powerful. Let's try. Can we do Force Ghost? Requires 9 points spent. Okay. Well, let's do Force Defense again. Fix-It, no, and then the rest, no. Okay. So, Cook. Let's have a look. Cook. Stuck indoors. Oh, well, that's because you're cooking the whole time. Fair enough. Nothing I can do about that. Awful bedroom. Now, what can I do to make these bedrooms better? Maybe I can build some kind of... This is the Furniture Plus. This is from one of the mods. I don't know. Yeah, because all these require gold. End table with a lamp. Don't know what I can do to make the bedrooms better for them. I don't think just putting a plant pot in there would help much, really. Maybe a small table and a chair in all their rooms would help. It's worth a try, I suppose. Doesn't cost much. $28 wood per table. It's not too bad. Is that already a table? No, it's a shelf. So if I can improve their room quality, that will help a lot of people feel better, I think. If I put a chair in there, it means they can go and eat in their room as well if they feel the need to. Okay, so that's one step. I mean, it's going to take a while to build them all, but, what else was there? that Cook needs. The innocent prisoners died. Yeah, we know. There's not much we can do about that. Still in some pain and darkness. Okay, maybe we can fix the darkness problem as well. Seeing as you're cooking in the kitchen and there's no lights, let's put 2 lights in there. And hopefully that will brighten up the environment a little bit. Let's move on to fingers. Observe the rotting corpse. Okay, so I can start to clean out the rest of the bodies, wherever they are. Where are they all, actually? There's one there. I can get Tank to do that right now. No? It's that black cave child again. Why does he keep getting out of his grave? Quick, 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 before Cook sees it. Anyway, fingers, what else can we do for you? Unsightly environment, I know. Well, that lady is cleaning. Yeah, that's good. Tank, what can we do? Broken up with boss, can't do that. Can't do much about that, I'm afraid. Hopefully the awful bedroom. Slept in the heat. 25 degrees in the room now. Maybe... what are these set to? They're set to 11 degrees. And that one? 11. Don't know why it's so warm in the bedrooms. Indoors 20 degrees. Ah, okay. It seems to be going down. Alright, I'm going to put these to 21. 21's the optimal temperature. I think, anyway. Could be wrong. Alright. What else can we do? What else can we do? Really want to start hauling this, fingers, please, before they run out of food to cook with. Tank, thank you for taking that body. Now you can start hauling this rice as well. See how much fingers takes first. It's not going to be that much, is it? It's really important that this food production gets going. I've got such little food, raw food again. So bad. There's hardly any wildlife, which I'm just going to have to hunt all of it. Can't seem to grow enough food to survive on. Potatoes, so I just can't get all the fields sown. What Sky, what are you doing? Building roof. Where? Really? Well, it's really not important. I don't really want a roof at all, Sky, to be honest. Sorry. Yeah, you can stop doing that. Well, that's good. I've got this this side of the base sorted now. It's just this last little bit here, and then this last little bit here, and we'll have a completely walled off community. I set up some turrets, of course, but we haven't got the steel for those right now. Or the components. Oh, we do have steel 3. Yeah, we still got some components. That's good. But they're not going to last long. It's very warm in these rooms. 26 degrees now. Don't know why. It's colder. Oh no. Super hot outside. Because it's the middle of summer, I guess. Okay, Shu. One thing we didn't do at the meeting is think about the needs of the people that weren't there. So, Shu is bothered by the prisoners dying, but I hope that will fade away soon. There's not much we can do about it. Sweaty, yeah. Okay. So that's about temperature mainly. And maybe it was a good idea to leave those down at 11. Because it seemed to be getting the room temperature down to about 22, which is fine. So I'll see if that helps. For now, at least. Lady's mood is much improved, but she is exhausted. So I don't know why she doesn't go and sleep. She's having some recreation time now. She's wearing a tainted flak vest, which, yeah, I need to sort out some clothing production at some point. But that's for another time, I think. We've got a lot of raw food now, which is good. Well, not a lot. 200 isn't a lot. I'd like to see that as more like 1,000 to be a safe limit. Or a safe aim to go to. Shu is in a seriously bad mood. I might put another game in here. Because they shouldn't be recreation deprived, really. Or starved, or whatever it said. I'll just put 2 more of those games there. And Sky, his mood is terrible as well. Ravenously hungry, well, you're eating now, so that's going to go. Yeah, I don't know. Ah, you're still mourning Natalia. Understandable. Natalia sleeps in her sarcophagus there. I need to get rid of those bodies too. I want to let everybody just do what they need to do right now. Sky, you've got extra rec time. Brian still hasn't enforced the 4 hours rec time a day that he said he was going to at the meeting. He thinks he might leave it a few more days and see how the food production goes before he actually starts to enforce it. Some people are working harder and longer than others, but he's happy just to let people do what they feel they can do. For now, at least. Just going to build a little bit of a wall there. Don't know why, just to finish it off. And why did I build that there? Not sure. I suppose... I don't know. Weird. Have we got enough... What's this here? Compacted machinery. Good, good, good. Sandstone, not so good. What's this? Compacted steel, good. Sandstone, not so good. Don't really want to mine that. I want to mine the compacted steel. And I could really do... Oh, there's some there as well. Great. Okay. Who should be... Shu is our main miner. I might ask Fix-It. He's visiting a grave right now. But once you've done there, Fix-It, I would really like you to come and have a go at mining some steel. If you don't mind. Oh dear, we have a poison ship. That is the last thing we need, and it's right inside our base, right next to our farms. It's really not good. Really, really, really not good at all. I'm very sad about that, I have to admit. A large piece of ancient spaceship has crashed nearby. Its mysterious influence will kill all plants in an expanding circle around itself. Destroy it as soon as possible, but beware, it will probably defend itself. And basically what that means is as soon as I attack it, it's going to explode into a crap load of mechanoids and those giant centipedes which are virtually impossible to kill. So that's not good. But there must be a way around it. There must be a way we can do it. We've managed this far. I'm going to leave it for now until it gets to a stage where it's starting to really affect us. At the moment it's only just awoken, you see. So the range of the poison will get bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on. And when it starts to actually affect us, then I'm going to have to do something about it. And the best idea I can come up with is just to build a lot of turrets around, attack it, let the turrets take out as many of the mechanoids as possible, and then build some reinforcement lines back here for the guys to start shooting at them. That's the only way I can see of it actually working right now. But I don't think I want to do it at this moment. Just checking what guns we've got. It would be really nice if we had an EMP gun or EMP grenades. If we have a chance to buy any, I will buy some. Because that just cuts the power to the droids, and then... Oh, we lost those 2 prisoners, yeah, I keep forgetting. They need to go. Yeah, it just cuts all the power to the mechanoids and we can attack them without getting absolutely wrecked by them. So, yeah. So that happened. Really not happy about it. I would have much rather take another event like an infestation or a difficult raid. Ugh. You are going to be the end of us, you horrible, poisonous bastard. Let's ignore it for the time being. Okay, everybody's going to take a rest, I think, more or less. I'm going to sort out... Was it Velasquez that wanted to work through the night? Can't remember. No, it wasn't Velasquez. Who was it? Olaf? No. Maskinen? No. I'm sure it was Velasquez. Can't see the night owl thing now though. Yeah, night owl. Okay. Likes to be up during the night and sleep during the day. She gets a mood bonus if awake at night. So from 11 till 6 is when she gets the bonus. Okay. So let's put you on work until 6. And you can have the same rec time as the rest of them and sleep for the rest of the... and sleep for the rest of the time. That means you're getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Way too much sleep. Wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Still way too much. Okay. Let's try that. Let's see if she gets a bonus from it. You never know. It might work. I presume it works because it's a game mechanic. Seriously low on food, I know. But we have got meals. There are options. Nobody should be starving. I don't know why Lady is starving. Tank, what are you up to? Sewing. Absolute legend. But go and sew over there, please. I am semi-tempted to destroy. If I can ever click on it. Why can't I click on the... No, I just want one. Just this one. Just this one. Oh, what? Okay. I might get rid of it. It's just, they just can't handle all the fields. I mean, we've got hops and we have nothing to do with it. I'm going to get rid of the hops one for sure. What's that? Rice. Hay grass. Don't need that either right now. Potato, rice. Potato, rice. Okay. Potatoes are growing. Good. And Fingers is now working on this rice field. Excellent. I'll leave the cotton, the heel root and the smoke leaf for now. And I need to keep a closer eye on them. Make sure that they're planting the right fields. Okay, so I think the meeting was useful. I think everybody seems to have a clearer picture now of how bad things are. There was a tendency for a while for people to carry on with their blinkers on, you know, worrying about what they were doing and worrying about their own problems. And Brian feels now that after he's talked to them all, he's brought them into a more communal or community spirit. He is, however, suffering. He's hungry. He keeps seeing these dead bodies and these prisoners that died, and it obviously affects him. I'm hoping he can improve his mood soon. Doc's working on this nutrient paste research, which is going to go some way at least to feeding the people. It's not the best source of food, but it does cost a lot less resources, and I think at least, and it doesn't take any labour. You can just load up the dispenser and it just processes it by itself, which is amazing. But it's not a long-term solution. It's definitely a temporary solution. Everybody's feeling slightly uneasy about this giant poison spaceship part that landed in the base. Everybody's wondering why, considering the size of the map, why it couldn't have landed a bit further away. That would have been much more easy to deal with. The fact that it's right in our base could be a real problem. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the stage where we can defend it in enough time. You can already see, look, the bushes and trees around it are starting to be killed and they're starting to go brown. So that means it is expanding quite quickly. And what I think I'm going to do is take a big risk and cancel all of the turrets that we built, or at least designated to build. Was there any more anywhere? I think there was some up here maybe. Yeah. Cancel those as well. Was there any more? I don't think I did build any more. Not there either. Okay. Just check on the wildlife. Still not much wildlife around either, it's strange. Masculine, don't go through the poison, please. What are you doing? Where are you going? Removing roof. Ugh, I didn't really want you to do that. Much rather you take that rotting corpse away. Okay, fix it, tame the boomerlope, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to build as many turrets as I possibly can here. Although, see, the problem with these turrets is when they blow up, they cause an explosion. I think 6 there and 4 there. And then I'm going to build the sandbags out a bit more. This is a temporary defense. It's not going to be here after this is gone, if this is ever gone. This is literally just to deal with the imposing alien threat that we only know about because of Olaf, Shu, Lady and Velasquez telling Brian what they'd experienced in the world before. Obviously the Force sensitives wouldn't have known that the ship is dangerous necessarily, and they might have just run over and tried to open it up, but luckily they have people around them that have experienced these things, and it could have saved possibly their lives. That's not to say that we can actually destroy it. There's a very, very real chance that that is going to be the thing that kills us, and it's not very nice with it sitting there taunting me while I carry on trying to not starve. All our raw food is gone again. The situation is not really improving too much, and all these rotting corpses here I need to get out. So I'm going to make another dumping zone here, designate it just for rotten corpses, make it important, and then take corpses out of this. I don't want any corpses here really, because people keep walking past and seeing them. Boss is going to go and hunt a squirrel for us. And I want to make you hunt that mega sloth. I know it's a possibility it will come at you, but we need the food, boss. Fingers, fingers, fingers. You've leveled up. And I'm going to give you heal self. It's going faster than I thought. It's not even been 1 day yet. And it's already about, well, you can see, that much out. I have no idea how long these turrets are actually going to take to build. I'm going to ask Fixit to come and work on them. There's a psychic drone, which is affecting every female, which is most of our colony is female, except for 4 males, I think. Or 5? 4, I think. That's great. That's not going to help the situation. Who else can build? Can Olaf build? Yes, I would like you to prioritise building turrets too. Velasquez, can you build? No. Maskinen, you can. I would like you to prioritise building as well. You two. Thank you very much. I want you sowing rice. And leave the bloody cotton alone, please. What's that one? That's rice as well. Good. Lots of berries there now. But none of it's getting hauled, which is a shame. Cook, where are you going? You're cooking. Why don't you take some of those back instead? We haven't got much steel. There's, what are these, 40? 35. Wow, it's really not much. And the turrets cost, what? 100 each. Oh dear. That's really not good. We can basically build one turret with the steel we have. We really need to get mining. Shoot. Okay, fine. Olaf, taking that. Shoot, get on that steel instead, please. It's a dire situation. I could break down... That gun turret's quite damaged. I could dismantle it. And that one is. The problem is then, I just know we're going to get attacked from there. I don't know if these mounted guns are actually as good as I thought they were. Another one there I could dismantle. Ah, oh, come on, man. Shu's going to try and kill any animals he can see now. If he starts to attack our dogs, I'm going to knock him out. Knock her out, sorry. Where you going, Shu? You're not going to try on these boomalope. You're not that stupid, are you? Where are you going? Lady's doing a fine job cleaning up. The base is starting to look a bit cleaner. The production room is almost completely clean. Shu, you absolute numpty. I can't believe you just did that. Now you're on fire. But you are putting out the fire. You killed one of our boomalopes. And you're still on the slaughter mission. Somebody please put that fire out before it completely burns the whole base down. I don't know what to do about Shu. Proving to be a bit of a nightmare. I mean, I understand the psychic drone is really not helping. Wow. Hopefully when the psychic drone's gone, Shu will start to improve. But if not, Brian might have to make a decision to banish her from the group. It's the only way, he thinks, if she can't improve, to save everybody. Okay, we've got some people passing by, but we can't trade with them. Why? Why? That's ridiculous. Oh, they're the tax inspectors. No. Rebel. Okay, no, not the tax inspectors. How strange, I can't trade with anybody. Alright. Damn, it's getting big. Just taking out this bush here now. It doesn't kill it straight away though. Look, that's infected and that's infected and it's only lost a bit of health. It kills everything though. My problem might be that once we destroy it, this might remain poisoned. And if it gets over here to the crops, then we might have to relocate our farms down here possibly. Not sure. Alright, the dogs are really helping out. They're moving all these dead bodies now down to here, which is great. It's really going to cheer everybody up. Not seeing corpses everywhere. But Shu, being the woman she is on a slaughtering rampage. And I'm slightly concerned Marigold is going to get taken out here. Run, Marigold, run! Run! Okay, Shu's not going for Marigold. Where's she going then? Horatio? York? Some of these have been with us since the beginning, like York, for example. Uh-oh. Shu. Shu. Bad Shu. Velasquez, what are you doing? I need you for a second. Please arrest Shu. No. No. I cannot believe it, Shu. Alright. Brian's had enough. He doesn't know what to do, but he can't allow this to continue. He needs to speak to Doc about it, I think. But that is a serious problem. We can't have Shu killing all our animals. Tanks, oh no, everything's going south. Tank is going to go and dig up. It's always Natalia, isn't it? Where are you going, Tank? Where are you heading? It's going to be Natalia, isn't it? I want to lock that door. Can I lock it? Yeah. No, you can't go in there. What are you going to do? You're going to go in there anyway? Oh, come on, man. It's locked. That's ridiculous. I thought the whole point of that was so I could lock it. Tank, where are you taking the body? And where's Shu now? Where's Shu? Shu's gone? What? Ah, okay. So because Velasquez okay. Velasquez arrested. Okay, so Shu is no longer part of our gang and is now classed as a prisoner and has a bit of resistance that we're going to have to now break down again. Okay, I didn't realise that's what happened when you arrested them. It makes sense though. Why isn't Shu resting in the bed? I'm not sure. It's because somebody else is in that bed, dead, on top of him, on top of her. Okay. Velasquez, please, take that weapon away. Somebody, please, take that weapon away. Lady, can you take it? No. Maskinen? Yes, please, take that away. Ah, Maskinen's now in a daze. Man, this is getting tough. Nobody wants to do anything. Please, Fingers, and I'm sorry to wake you up, but come on. Tank, where are you taking Natalia? Just going to leave it there, are you? You absolute dickhead. Get rid of it. Alright. Ah, the power generators are going. I'm going to speed things up until the morning. Not a great day. Brian's disappointed that after his meeting, everything looked to be going okay. And then things started to go wrong again. And I think that's just going to be the case. We've got Shu now, who's left the group and is now back in jail as a prisoner. I'm hoping we can reduce her resistance and get her back on the team, because she was useful for mining. Don't know who we're going to get to do the mining from now on, but we'll work that out tomorrow morning, I think. So I think while they sleep and a few of the others, Velasquez should be working through the night now. Let's just check if you got... Oof, such a bad mood, Velasquez, but your mood is actually really good considering the amount of things against you. Damn, okay. Night owl at night. Great, look, 16. Amazing. And everybody's felt good when they were finally able to unbottle their feelings. I don't know if that was from the meeting actually, but it works out perfectly. I've never seen that before. I don't know how they got it. But okay, great. It's almost like the game knew what I was doing. Amazing. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. And you can catch up with the Forceful gang again in the next episode. Bye bye.